Yeah. So, welcome everybody. Let's see that this is for some reason I don't see the small window of the machine. I don't see the pads changing, but you'll just have to trust me on this one. All right. So, welcome to my first live thingy. You can comment, you can do whatever you want. There's a live chat. I'm on Facebook. On my profile, I didn't make a page for Machine Shaolin yet. Let's do something.
New foundation. New foundation. New foundation. New foundation.
Right. A little demonstration. Let's fix this. See if anyone's gone live. Anybody's there. Feel free to ask for stuff or whatever it is you want. If you want to send me samples, if you want to send me stuff to chop, to cut, to do whatever it is you want to do. I want to try out today a new beat. I sort of started a few days ago. The moment they said we have to be in quarantine, I came up. The first thing that came up in my head was Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie, The Aviator, saying "quarantine, quarantine." Let's open the new file. And he's talking about how much he's afraid of germs, and he's just washing his hands like crazy the whole film, and seemed pretty relevant. So what I did is I chopped pieces of him talking in the film, and also his girlfriend or wife or whatever it was. They're talking about germs, about quarantine, and he says it's the way of the future, and I thought I would make something out of it. So I chopped it from the film and didn't really know what to do with it for a couple of days. But I knew I had to use it. By the way, if you have like your thing of your art of the quarantine or your music that you made, send it to me. I would love to chop it and finger drum it and do my take on your take, and then you can download my thing and have your take on my take. So then I added a few days ago, I was just listening to music. Something you should do, just listen to music without any intention. And came across a beautiful, beautiful piece by Ennio Morricone from the movie The Gun Down, which I will play you a little piece of it now. You get the picture. And then there's a part at it moves forward. There's a trumpet that I cut for the next part of it. Let me play a run of what I'm doing here, and then we can talk about it a little bit. This stable. Let's try it like this. Oh, that's not. Sorry for the delay. I'm actually quite excited.
Way the future. Way the future. Way the future. You're a free zone. Way the future. Way the future. Way the future. You're a free zone. You're a free zone. Do my best. Way the future. You're a free zone. Understand? Do my best. No. Way the future. You're a free zone. Do my best. Way the future. You're a free zone. Understand? Do my best. No. Understand? You're no. Do my best. Way the future. You're free.
This is what I got so far. That's what I got so far. I want to see if anybody else joined. If anybody else joined, then feel free to comment. Feel free to say anything. I can see your comments or whatever it is that you do in the meantime, and you want to say anything about it. So, without further ado, let's deal a little bit with what's going on here with the finger drumming thing. Before I get into how I chop the samples and everything, thing is, I've already chopped everything. I really don't want to get into opening the sample again and showing how I chopped it. I think there's so many tutorials, amazing tutorials, which I have watched myself in how to chop samples, what to do with them. 1 second. A lot of dust. What to do with the samples? Check them out. They're pretty cool. I'm much more here in to discuss, to help finger drumming and musicality in general. One of the things that I find lacking in the world of finger drumming and Maschine, MPC, I work with a Maschine, MK3. In that world, what I see is lacking a lot is a somewhat understanding of how instruments actually work. Music theory, which is not that important, but it's very important when you try to emulate other instruments, I find. And we will try to discuss this and help with this. And yeah. So, what I've done with this batch, for the first group that you've heard this thing, I have the drums first. Let's discuss drums a little bit. That's my kick, snare, hi-hat, open hi-hat. Let's find a nice angle for everybody. That is not too shabby. Like this. All right, and I can go back. So, I'm sort of left-handed. I hold my hi-hat and stuff mostly. Sometimes I do other things like, or, but mostly it's this, which gives me much more control and over the overall beat. Most of the time, that's what's going on right now. So I'm a little bit of a left-handed, mostly left-handed, and so what I do a lot is when I buy a new expansion, I love them. I get a new expansion, I get a new kit, whatever sample pack is there for free. First thing I do with the Maschine MK3, if you're a lefty, you go to pad mode. You have all the pads. It doesn't show right now, but you have all the pads. Shift pad, you have the move function, and it's just very easy to move the location of the pads, and they move along with the routing and everything that's on it. I mean, if you have a pad and it has compressor and something is sidechaining that thing, or this is sidechaining something else, it will automatically move itself and sidechain everything, which is pretty hot by native. Thank you. So I turn everything like sort of to the left. So my kick is pad 4, not pad 1. My snare is on pad 3. Hi-hat on pad 2. Here there's like a sort of like a right cymbal with a sort of a syncopated snare, which is serves as my open hi-hat. Just nice. A little bit more about what I did. For the bass drum, there's not much going on. I used the kick from one of the expansion. Could be Magnetic Coast, could be Lockdown Grid, could be Aquarius Earth. One of those three. I love the kicks there. Engine on MP60. Sometime play with the engine on the sampler. It's on the first page. Play with it a little bit. It does stuff. It's cool, pretty cool. I pitched it 2 semitones up just to make it funky. It was too low, and very important thing, I put a low pass filter on bass drums, especially if I go boom bap. Then the kick has to do boom, not in my opinion. If you have a different opinion, feel free to share. I'll be happy to hear it. What else have we here? And I put a saturator on the kick, on a tape mode, not doing so much without it, with it. I don't know, I guess I was high or something. Then the snare, 99% of the chances I was high. I have a bunch of stuff. Again, I picked it up from, I think, the Faded Reels expansion, which is like fucking amazing. You have to admit, it's pretty amazing. It's one of the best ones. You have your own favorite expansions. You want to show your own thing, feel free to show it. I will showcase some expansions, how to finger drum them without touching them, without taking the sample within and making it and then changing my own drums. No, I will just do the expansion kits as you get them. Maybe even today, I don't know. I don't really have plans for this live broadcast. It's a sort of a try. Yeah. If the technical stuff gets too boring and you want to see me play, feel free to comment. I will be very, very happy to do whatever it is you're into. The most important thing is to discuss music. Let's see if anybody else is on there. Shout outs to Erez Shmida, who built me a guitar 10 years ago exactly. Avital Tamir and Yoni Turji. Discussing Erez Shmida and Avital Tamir, I actually chopped. They have an amazing band called Osog. OSOG, which stands for On Shoulders of Giants. Check them out. Do yourself a favor, especially in this time of the quarantine. Amazing quarantine music. So, this is the drums. I won't go too much over them because I play the same 4 samples on the whole groups, on everything. I see now the machine thingy is moving, but on YouTube it's not moving, just on OBS. If anybody knows how to fix this problem, Peter Busgen, send me a message per WhatsApp. I'm a little bit stuck here. I don't know what to do with it. What else have we here? What did I do with the hi-hat? Okay, with the snare, I put a saturator, transient master, you know it, and a bit of tiny plate reverb. By tiny, I mean this is a lot. And with snares particularly, take a very short decay reverb, put some pre-delay on it, EQ it a little bit if you can, and just put a little bit. Without it, completely dry. And I put not even 5%. Without. With 4.5%. Magic, because I put a lot, not so much. Here's like 40 millisecond pre-delay because when I tapped the BPM of what I sort of played, I calculated How many milliseconds do I need? If you don't know how to do it, you take 60,000, the number 60,000, which is how many milliseconds you have. You take 60,000 divided by the BPM that you come up with, and then divided by 4 or 8 or 16. You get the picture. And then you will have your, when the reverb starts, super useful for sidechaining, of course. You have when whatever envelope you're using to control whatever sound is ducking and coming. So with the reverb, it's not ducking, it's just happening a little later. Super useful. Hi-hat, little thingy. Let's not get into too many details. Also, I high-pass the snare, I high-pass the hi-hat, just to make everything cleaner. Not drastically, but I do. With the hi-hat and with the snare you can't hear it that much, but with the hi-hat, I don't know how much can you hear it, but there's like a random pitch going on. If you go on your sampler one page before the end, where you would control your velocity destination and module destination. One before, you have the LFO and the destination for the LFO. Let's do this. Yeah. You have your LFO destination to the LFO in Maschine, within Maschine. I have to admit, I wouldn't know how to do it otherwise. I'm not working on MPCs or on any other drum machine. That was my first, that is my thing. This is what I use. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, let's move forward with to the beat. So the thing with the pitch destination, make tiny changes of the pitch, but in a random way. So it's not, it's just, it's like a little bit lively. Now, you don't really hear it, but if I play the beat without this pitch destination, it will be much more static, not as lively, and this will give you somewhat more dynamics to whatever it is you play anyway, which is cool. Anything we should know about? No. Okay, one thing to say. I am broadcasting from Hamburg. I'm now in the Reeperbahn. I'm here at a friend's house, Tony. You should check out his music as well. He calls himself Igor Swamp. If you're into Goa music, psytrance, this sort of stuff, full on, whatever, 140 BPMs, this sort of thing. Why not? Let's continue and see if we have anything else we want to discuss with this beat. Let's see what I chopped, and I will show you a little bit of a thingy of how I use the zone function in the sampler. I wouldn't know how to do it with any other hardware or software. You have to figure it out for yourself. But I can just give an idea of what it is I'm doing there. In the rest of my videos, I use this function a lot. I think it creates more layers and more dynamics in samples, which don't have that much dynamics anyway. Okay, so let's let's see. Should we show? No, there's no need to show the samples. I have my original thing from the Ennio Morricone. You can hear that I put the quarantine. He says quarantine in the beginning. Let's see what else we got here. So, what you do with the zone thingy is that you have your pad, yeah, and you put whatever sample you put on it. Then in the zone function, you can start stacking up samples. And I don't think it shows right now on my YouTube. It doesn't really show. What are we doing here? All of a sudden it's cut. Let's see if it comes back. Yeah. Again. I think now it changed on the YouTube. Okay. So we're in the zone function. You can see, yeah, there. Exactly there. This is the zone thingy, which I don't think too many people using Maschine are utilizing this function correctly. I'm just in love with this thing. What we do here is that, as I said, you stack up samples. Now I have here on the hi-hat, I have just nothing. But let's take, for example, the first movement that I played with this beat, which was like two different groups, which the first two groups, which I just copied, and on the second one I just stacked more and more layers to just make it bigger, to make it like the next step. So it starts with this. I'll make it like a short run.
Boy, the future. You're a free zone. Boy, the future. You're a free zone.
As you probably heard, on the first one, it goes as it goes, and on the second loop that I made, there's a bunch more samples, especially on these, which here sound like. So what you do basically, you know something, I don't really want to get too technical about it. Use the zone function. Check out tutorials. This is not a tutorial. I'm trying to finish my beat. I need ideas. I need you guys to help me. I need you girls to assist me. And those of you who are multi-gendered or somewhere in between the spectrum, I need your help too. Help me finish this beat. All right. Unable to connect to chat. Please try later. Okay, we shall try later. I see there is no chat. If you have something to say, I didn't prepare too well for this live broadcast. It's like some sort of my first attempt. On my Facebook page, I wrote that I'm going live. You can comment there. If you don't know Machine Shaolin on YouTube, let's put it. Let's do this. You know, we have time. I don't care. I don't care. Machine Shaolin on YouTube. Let's play some stuff. Maybe let's see. Shaolin. Do I still have some coffee left? Oh. Cold. just cold. What? Um. So I see that I am live. Um. Let's do this. Okay, so with the zone function, what I like very, very much, I don't know, I haven't seen too many tutorials about it, is that you can control the velocity of your samples in that, especially there. I will show it once. I'm really not into it right now. I'm not into tutorials right now. I want to play a little bit, actually. I'm talking too much. Let's play this beat again.
Way the future. Way the future. Way the future. You're a free zone. Way the future. Way the future. Way the future. You're a free zone. You're a free zone. Way the future. You're a free zone. Understand? Zone. Understand? You're a free zone. Way the future. You're a free zone. Understand? Zone. Understand? Way the future. Way the future. Zone.
Okay, we will have to find a solution for the camera somehow. You know something? Enough with this beat for today. By the way, if anybody has been joining right now, I'm here in Hamburg, Reeperbahn. Beautiful day outside, which means there's not much sun. It's quite cold. That's a beautiful day in Hamburg. But they say that next week will be 20 degrees. That's gonna make our quarantine a little bit difficult, I would say. Okay, so I think enough with this one. Not feeling too inspired anymore. Let's find something else to work with. I go to fun. Maybe. All right, so let's do the OSOG thingy now. with this one you can help me. Doing also right now. And maybe we will finish with this. Maybe we will. I don't know. I have time. I I couldn't give a fuck about you. You know. Okay. So let's run through my projects. This should be also. God damn, too many projects. Also, this can be actually quite cool because I got quite a lot of unfinished stuff. Also, medicine, quite a lot of unfinished stuff, which I would love to finish with you peoples. Oh, I see. This one is laid out completely different. I haven't played this one in a while. Let's see if I can still feel it. Anything going on the master? No limiter, no nothing. Just put one.
Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, oh, when I be a man, when I can find my light again.
Okay, I used to play it much faster. I want to play it much faster. Let me play you
Help me, I lost my.
the original. Oof.
Help me, I lost my.
This is the original one.
Help me, I lost my.
And I see that I've pitched it 6 semitones up.
Help me, I lost my. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. Help me lost his light again. Even I take his medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when he can take his medicine. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again.
If you want to check the band, also check them out. Not feeling too inspired with this one right now as well, I might say. But if you have anything, I don't know. I feel like I want to play it faster. This not working for me right now.
Oh Lord,
Let's select multiple high time landing. It's another 2 semitones. What have we got to lose? No one's gonna die from semitones.
help me, I lost my light again. Help me, I lost my light. I need medicine. Oh Lord, I'll help me, I lost my.
8.
Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be
mic is really, really bugging me. Okay, but I think
Help me along.
yeah, 2 semitones. Let's go here as well. Go up 8. Let me show you what I'm doing there. So here's the chop up there. Here I put the drums a little bit different. I used to play or yeah, whatever works for you, yeah. And here's the chop.
Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. He lost his light again. He better take his medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when he can take his medicine.
Okay, let me run. I pitched it up 8 semitones, like 4 full tones. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let me play you a snippet of how it's how it originally sounds. And I mentioned my 2 friends from earlier, Erz Shmida, Avital Tamir, who play acoustic guitar, and Avital is the vocalist here. So let's do this again. I select these babies, U2, and pitch it down to 0, and it goes like this, actually. Which can also be interesting. Shall we try the whole thing in the normal pitch? Why not? If Shmida is out there, tell me what you think. What is heavier? What works?
Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again. My light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be I can find my light again. Help me, I lost my light again. I need to take my medicine. Oh Lord, I'll be a man when I can find my light again.
I'm keeping it this way. I don't know if they're watching me right now, but it felt so good. I can't say that I care. So let's see. Shall we do anything else today before we close this one? Again, if you have anything to say, any requests, if you ever watched one of my videos and you want to know what's going on in a particular drum kit thingy, then go for it. Write me on the Maschine Shaolin, subscribe, do your thing. I will try to do this every day. Maybe I will make a Facebook page where we can chat properly just for this. And I will upload the videos there. We will call it like a quarantine diary. Maschine quarantine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that was on Shoulder of Giants. Thank you, Avital, for the amazing vocal. Thank you, Shmida, for the guitar and this thing in the background. Is that you hear is how do you call it? A diddly bow? Is that the right name? Perlmutter? Chapelle. Amazing sound, amazing sound. I think this particular track has an amazing vibe. Might be from their first album. Send me your music. I would love to chop it. I would love to do something with it. Whatever it is, there's always something to do. Your trash is my gold, and especially your gold is diamonds for me. Let's do another one. Let's see what else we got. Anything that comes up. Sometimes chop stuff just for fun. You know something? Let's just go through one of the expansion packs. Why won't we? I go to groups. See if I have something from the faded reels. Expansion. Ooh, not this one. The crackles, by the way, are not from the original samples, although it would be nice.
Round and round and round we go.
This is all very, very heavy on my CPU. Maybe I want to do this one. This is from the Faded Reels expansion, which we all love. Like I said, I took the kit as it were, and just changed the order of the samples. So pad 4 was on 1. Pad 1 is now 4. So I did something like this, and I think it's a nice, chill, moody thing to make a closure of our first broadcast. Basically, I have no idea or direction where this stuff will go. What will happen in the next ones? I'm here for now in this apartment during the quarantine. That's what's up. So let's play something chill to wrap it up from the Faded Reels expansion. Let's do another one. That was nice. Do I have time for another one? Do we have time for another one? Basically, yes, we do. We have a lot of time for a lot of ones. Let me choose a nice one. I think this is... Okay, this is a really, really nice one. I hope my CPU will withstand the pressure. And after that, we will say goodbye. Hamburg, St. Pauli, Ripperbahn. Woohoo! Maschine Quarantine. Oh, loving this. Imagine the crackles are just a very, very old vinyl, and we will get through this, and we'll somehow fix it's not even CPU. I don't see any problems. Let's play. right. I would say this is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. My name is Jonathan, aka Machine Shaolin. Right now, Machine Quarantine. Maybe I will make a playlist. We'll call it Machine Quarantine on the YouTube channel. Maybe I will make a Facebook page. Who knows what will come out of this amazing, wonderful, extreme in positivity and in negativity, just extreme. Everything is just, I feel like the world is widening. It's very nice to hear less in the news about racial problems, about gender problems, about all kinds of problems. Right now, we are all facing the same problem. We're about to be broke. That's what's up. A lot of us are about to be broke. As for me, I'm from the future. I'm already broke. But I have my machine here with me. And we will get past this quarantine. So, if you stayed until now, thank you very much. If you didn't watch at all, I will see you on the next one. Maybe even tomorrow. Peace. Do sports at home. Practice yoga. Now's the time. Get it in your routine. Do the Wim Hof breathing method. Take vitamins. Eat well. Learn all the basic human crafts that we need to survive the next decade. I'm Jonathan. Live from the Ripperbahn. Yalla, tschüss.